like?
I didn't know.
You stupid bitch. And you drunken slob. I'm gonna hang because of you.
Yeah, well, maybe if you'd come clean with us in the first place. Anyway, tell us about this cop you wasted. Was that during the robbery?
The robbery came later, after I got out of Parkwoods.
Oh, you're a right little charmer, aren't you, Carter?
It's not Carter. It's McKenzie. Nola McKenzie. And I had my reasons. I spent 20 years in a stinking little hole in Sydney with a drunken family that only sobered up long enough to draw their dole checks. When I ran off and married Eddie, I thought I was getting away from it all. Perth was so clean. For 10 years I stuck it out. But it was like bashing my head against a brick wall. He was a born loser right from the word go.
Yeah, well, we've all been through that.
Have you ever lived on the Nullarbor? There's nothing out there except lousy scrub and the trains going past. I used to stand on the veranda trying to keep the dust out of my eyes, watching the Indian Pacific go past. All those people going somewhere. And me, stuck in the middle of nowhere.
So why didn't you hop on a train and clear off?
What with? He kept me broke. He blew every cent we had on booze.
And so you blasted him?
Yeah. He was sitting there on the veranda cracking tinnies by the dozen. Stinking hot. He told me I stank. He laughed and called me a filthy slag. So I got his rifle and I just kept firing. Then I got into the truck and cleared off. Tried to get away.
How far did you go?
Not far enough. Eddie's best mate was the local copper. Oh, he was a real pig. He got on the radio to Perth and then he came after me. It took 3 shots to finish him.
You don't do things by halves, do you?
I thought I could be something. Go somewhere. Next thing I know, I'm in the slammer with a death penalty over me head. Well, I thought I was entitled to some life. So I busted out. I did a bank over. Hopped on a goods train. And for the first time in my life, I was on my way. And now this. Oh, yes. I've got a lot to thank you for.
She bawled her eyes out. And then they said, well, we're not bringing her anymore because it's sort of upsetting her.
Well, at least she saw the future. I wasn't going to more than that.
You know, that Nola's really got it in for you and Paddy, hasn't she? I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Well, you don't have to be, so quit moaning.
I still have to share a cell with her, don't I? I don't want to take it out on me. She's crook on you for nicking her money.
Look, I needed that money to get my kids back.
Now, look, you leave off. You haven't been here long enough to pass judgments on people.
So I've got to learn the system somehow, don't I? I thought there were rules among cons.
I'm not saying what she did was right, but you'd do anything to get your kids back. I know, I've been there.
All right. Well, what about Paddy, then? One pinches dough from another crim and the other one lags to the cops. Even I know that's not on. So what are you going to do about that?
Why don't you butt out, Trixie? No one agrees with what Paddy did. But Hazel was going to take the rap for that robbery. And as for Nola's cash, she was pretty dumb to leave it lying around the halfway house. But if anyone takes on either of them, they'll have me to answer to. Do you understand?
Sure. It's not my problem anyhow.
I wish you'd minded your own business. You know you had the devil's own job keeping them away from you.
Oh, sorry about that. You're learning fast. Yeah, well, I got a good teacher, haven't I? McKenzie. Yeah. Figure I might as well be on the winning side. You'll be all over the walls if you try that again. Just remember that.
Where's she headed?
Round to the loo, I guess.
Then follow her.
Oh, she's pretty tough.
Maybe you want to side with her.
No, of course not.
Then move.
Get out of my way. You in a hurry to get back to work? I've got things to do. Yeah, like lagging. Just do your 14 days and stay out of it. You can't stay out of things, not in here. You know that.
Oh! Stupid bitch. I told her to keep out of it. Now just stay out of my way.
Thanks to you, they're shipping me out of here soon. And I'm going to give you something to remember me by, Wagger.
Oh, Paddy, love.
Oh, no, to guess who did this. Here, who else was in on it?
Trixie.
Oh, it didn't take her long to find her feet, did it?
Oh, look, I could handle her. I just didn't stand a chance with Nola.
Don't worry, I'll deal with her.
Oh, leave it alone, Bea. It's happened now, it's over.
Like hell it's over. I'll be next.
Listen, take her down to sick bay, you and Jacko. Tell the screw she tripped on the stairs.
What am I going to do, Bea? Look, I've got enough
Oh,
problems
shut up,
as it is.
Hazel, will you? Don't worry, I won't let her touch you. The next person that lady's going to deal with is going to be me.
Where am I? The staff room or Driscoll House?
Judy wasn't feeling very well.
Thanks, Mrs. Morris.
Help! Someone help us here!
Sounds like Chrissy.
You stay here, Bryant. It better be good. What's happened?
Well, what does it look like? She's been run over by a Batsy bus.
I'll get her to the hospital. You make sure Bryant gets back to reception.
Jude, how you going? You're joining the
Bryant,
other
I
side,
told
have
you to stay inside. Now you two get back to the laundry and move it.
Well, didn't anyone get the number of the bus then?
I warned you that Paddy and Hazel were not to be heavied.
I don't hear too good.
Well, then maybe we should clean out your ears or give you a hole in the head.
Scrubs will be here any second.
As for you, miss, you've been here 5 minutes and already you're butting your nose in.
I didn't even touch her.
That's because Paddy got in first, so you just keep your nose clean.
I hand out me own favours.
Well, you're about to hand out your last one.
Like what?
Like telling the cops you were responsible for that robbery. A sort of farewell gesture.
Screw.
Right. I want to know who's responsible for putting Lawson into hospital. The longer it takes, the more points you lose.
I did.
Alone?
Do I look like I'd need help?
Right. The governor's office. Get out.
How come she opened up?
She's up to something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be to save our points.
They're going to sling her straight in the pound.
Then it takes that much longer for her to be shipped back to face the death sentence.
Do you reckon they'll really hang her?
Who knows? But I bet she's in no hurry to find out.
Well, let me know what you decide to do, Judy.
Yeah, well, if I get that far.
Can I help you?
Detective Inspector Lover, West Australia. Want to see Hazel Kent and Nola McKenzie.
Right, just a moment, please.
Excuse me. I'm Judy Bryant. I run the halfway house where Hazel was staying.
Yes?
Well, I think you should know she couldn't commit that robbery.
You seem very certain of that.
I am. I mean, Hazel, she's drunk all the time. She can't get down the hallway, let alone to Western Australia.
Why would Kent make a false confession then?
Maybe she scares easily. But she's strictly small time. A bank robbery is not her style.
Everyone starts somewhere, Miss Bryant.
Yeah, well, I just wanted you to know that. I'll see you later, Mrs. Morris.
Goodbye, Judy. If you just sign in, I'll take you through to the interview room. The governor's finished with Mackenzie now.
As soon as the extradition papers are cleared, you're on your way home.
All because of those stupid bitches.
Now, what about this Kent? She didn't pull that robbery, did she? Come on, Nola, it's not like you to hold a grudge. Did she pull the job?
What do you think?
Haven't seen her yet.
She's a stupid drunk. Couldn't even pull a cork out of a plonk bottle.
You know, it might look a lot better for you if you admit to the truth. You're going to need all the pluses you can get.
They're gonna hang me no matter what I do.
Then what have you got to lose? Think about it. Take away things.
Like you say, what have I got to lose? Okay. So I did it. How long does it take extradition papers to get through?
Sometimes just hours.
But I've got to finish my time in the pound before they take me, haven't I?
That's just a couple of days. They won't mind waiting. Can't stay in solitary all your life.